Good day, sir, and my fellow classmates. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Sarit Kumar, the leader of my team, and my matrix number is 296236. My group consists of four members, including myself, which we have also Nishantini, we have Nur Aina Safa, as well as Sarita. We're from SBLE 3133 Group L, and today my group and I will be highlighting as well as sharing on Chapter 5 Effective Role Performance in Small Group. The table of the contents are as follows. So the first one we will be looking at what is effective role performance, and coming at the number 2 we will be looking at the types and the role dynamics, and number 3 we will be looking at challenges and solutions that can be having in role performance. Number 4 we will be having leadership and role performance. Number 5 we will be having role flexibility and strengths. Last but not least, number 6 we will be looking and discussing about evaluating and recognizing effective role performance. Having said that, let's get into it, shall we? So now let us look at the first agenda or the first table of contents of our presentation. What is effective role performance is? Well, when you consider effective role performance, what comes to your mind? Is it clear responsibilities or is it the expertise? Well, if these are the both or is either one you are thinking, then you are right. First and foremost, effective role plays performance really plays a crucial role in the success of small groups. Small groups are characterized by a limited number of members working together towards a common goal or a task that has been provided or given to. We have to keep in mind that each member has a specific role to fulfill, and when everyone performs their roles effectively, there is no doubt that it enhances group dynamics. It has the great productivity as well as a great outcome as well. Am I right? Well, this topic discusses the significance of successful role performance in making sure group members understand which roles and role behaviors are needed, as well as how members competently can perform these roles factor significantly to group success. Without wasting time, and now let us move on to the next agenda where we will be having Sarita on talking our next point. Thank you.
Hi, good day everyone. Based on the topic effective role performance in small group, my topic is about type and role dynamic. Leader and the coordinator take charge of organizing and coordinating group activities, set goals and delegate tasks. The second one, recorder and secretary, they are keep records of meeting, task mix, and maintain documentation. Here, researcher gather relevant information, conduct research, and provide necessary data to support the decision making. The fourth one is quality controller. The quality controller ensure the quality and accuracy of group work performed and quality check and suggest improvement. For the second one is relationship oriented roles. The mediator resolves conflicts and facilitates smooth communication between group members. The second one encourages, provide positive reinforcement and support to group members, boosting morale and motivation. The third one, gatekeeper, they ensure that all members have equal opportunity to contribute and participate in discussion. The fourth one, harmonizer, they promotes harmony and cooperation within the group and maintain positive group atmosphere. The following is specialist role. They possesses specialized knowledge or skill relevant to groups objective and provide expertise in specific area. Technical expert handle all technical aspects such as technology, equipment or software required for the group task. The third one, creative thinker. Creative thinker, they are generate innovative idea and solution to contribute brainstorming section and fosters creativity within the group. Presentation specialist responsible for creating and delivering effective presentation utilizing visual aids and effective communication techniques. Supportive role, the evaluator observe group process, provides constructive feedback and identify area to improvement. The timekeeper keep track of time during meetings and ensure the discussion and activities stay on schedule. The third one is energizer. Energizer motivate and energize group members during the challenging times and maintain the enthusiasm and focus. The The fourth one will be information sharer. Information sharer shares the relevant resources, articles, reference that can benefit the group work. It's important to note that these roles can overlap or be combined depending on the group specific need and dynamic. Accordingly, I will be presenting about challenges and solution in role performance. The first one is identify challenges. Stay vigilant and actively identify challenges or obstacles that the group is facing. The second one is communicate openly. This could encourage open and honest communication within the group. Share your observation and concern regarding the challenges at hand. The third one is analyze the situation. Collaboratively analyze the challenges and their underlying causes. Break down the problems into smaller components and evaluate the impact they have on the group overall performance. The fourth one is brainstorming solution. Engage in brainstorming section with the group to generate a variety of potential solutions. Encourage creativity and free flow of ideas. The fifth one will be evaluate and prioritize solution. Assess the feasibility, practically, and potential impact of each proposed solution. The sixth will be assign responsibility. Once the group has identified the most viable solution, assign a specific responsibility to the group members. Allocate tasks based on the individual's strength and expertise.
Good day to Sir and my fellow classmate. My name is Nishantini. My matrix number is 285990. So today I will be presenting the effective role performance in small group, and I will be explaining and emphasizing on the leadership and role performance. So basically is that, an effective leadership requires know how to communicate, not only it's like within the organization, including employees, management, customers, and investors. So each group has a different communications and leadership styles, and it's very important as these are the key principle of effective leadership. So there are actually few leadership and role that needs to be played as a leader in order to develop a more organized leader, a teamwork. So the first thing is active listening. Listening is actually really important to have active listening. Is because when you communicate with your team members, you have to make sure as a leader, you have to make sure that you give them your complete attention and listening to what they're saying. And if let's say they don't understand, they may ask them to rephrase the matter or ask relevant question for further clarification to avoid any conflict. And if there's any resolution that can be reached, this is why it's very important to have active listening. So the next one is motivation. As a leader, it's very important that you have self-motivation as you set the tone and direction of an interpersonal relation within the workplace. And you have to be reliable and practice open, clear communication with the team and make the cue for you and the model their communication technicals on you. And that means if you are effective in your communication and your team is likely to get better at it, and basically you set a personal example for your team to follow you. Next is transparency. Transparency is actually really important as well, as if you're not direct, people won't know what you truly think about them and their work, and they will never be able to improve. And if you don't know the precise direction of the company or the project is headed, no matter how much you communicate to your employees and leadership team regarding their individual performance, and this will actually jeopardize the project, the company values, and everything will go down the drain if there's no transparency along the way. The next one will be make sure that the leader be open, be available consistently. Communicate consistently is actually a key principle in this matter as well, is because being consistent in your professional communication within your team members can ensure that you remain in regular touch with them regarding the project work depending on your preference, and you can communicate with them face to face or a group meeting by phone, video conference, email, text messaging, and memos, along with formal communication, for example, discussing work issue and providing assessment so that they will have a more further details on how are the work are going.
Shantini for the explanation. So let's move to another point, which is role flexibility and adaptability. So what is role flexibility and adaptability? Both refer to the ability to adjust, modify, or change one's role or responsibility in response to changing circumstances or needs. Role flexibility is like more to take on a new task or responsibilities beyond one normal job duties, which can be particularly useful in dynamic or fast-paced work environments. Meanwhile, for the adaptability, refers to the ability to adjust or changing circumstances or environment and can be applied to a wide range of situations. There are four examples of the role flexibility and adaptability. The first one is the taking on a new task or responsibilities, which is in a small group or team setting. It can be helpful for the team members to have some level of role flexibility and be willing to take on a new task or project. Number two is learning the new skill, which is a key aspect of role flexibility is being willing and able to learn a new skill, which can be particularly important in a small group setting where there can be a wide variety of tasks and responsibilities. Number three is collaborating across different teams, which is another aspect of flexibility is the ability to work across different teams or departments, which can be particularly important in small group setting where there may be a variety of stakeholders and another thing. Number four is understanding and being open to feedback. This means that you need to have the ability to be open to have a feedback and constructive criticism from colleagues and managers, which can be particularly important in small group member setting. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to talk about the evaluating and recognition effective role performance. So, first thing first is the positive reinforcement. When an employee performance can make it easier to find out about the good work and the hard work of your best work, the leader will be able to give positive feedback when the jobs are done well. So positive feedback is a key part of keeping workers happy and work and make sure they're doing a good job. And this is actually a way to push them and motivate them at the same time to do better. For example, they can give like word of affirmation of like praising them how their works are going. So the next one is also a very important in evaluating as a leader. They can determine the weak links. Determining a weak link means that the employer performance evaluation will help the leader to figure out what's wrong at work, which part of the staff isn't getting the result that they want, and which workers aren't doing their job well. And they can actually use this as a tool to keep track of how they are doing and plan ways to fix the problem. The next one will be review accomplishments and goals. As the management term is actually often used as a management by objective technique, is used to track specific goals, progress, and completion of each quarter. So basically, when the project is running, the leader usually review it through few quarters along the way to see what's the progression, how is it going, and this is using these techniques simplifies the performance evaluation because they are intermediate assessment made during the evaluation period. Last but not least is the final step and reward. As a leader, they should indicate whether or not the employee will be entitled to an increase or pay or bonus if applicable. Many leaders use a scale that determines a percentage increase in performance evaluation score. So whenever possible, the leader should inform the employee of the type or amount of increase to aspect or his or her performance during the year. This is also at the same time as a motivation push and a drift for the employee to know their next step. Okay, so basically there are few methods to the performance evaluating. So there are four. So employee rating, employee evaluation, and performance review, and results appraisals. So that's all from me. I would like to pass the floor to my next one. Thank you.
Well, it seems that we have come to an end regarding our chapter 5. In a nutshell, in small group settings, we have to really keep in mind that successful role performance is really essential because it has a direct impact on the success and effectiveness of the group in a whole. To sum up, by clearly defining roles and expectations, small group can harness their diverse skills, expertise, strength of their members. Last but not least, small group members can really quickly accomplish their goals and deliver high quality results when they never even expect it coming, when each member knows and effectively perform their task given. We will also attach the reference URLs we use for our presentation as a reference for you guys to examine wherever you are regarding chapter 5. That's all from us regarding effective role performance in small group. I hope that our presentation was really beneficial for you guys as well as for Sir too. Well, that is all from us. Thank you and have a nice day.